really quick retake. Mousesports aren't doing that. They're playing in the site, but they are at least taking similar ideas from that sense.
Yeah, this is still a very heavy amount of utility, and let's see if this little, we'll call it the Fnatic setup over at B is going to work. The nades do more than their fair share of damage, my word. Carrigan now, with softened up targets ahead, not actually able to find anything. It's poison to deal with him. Frozen, almost getting that trade, but not quite. Damage has been done. All these nades have been thrown, and the first two nades look stellar, but these next two that have gone out, you don't really have anything to show for if you're Mousesports, and all this utility is now gone. So, it's the mode out. Yeah. Position, but with no one inside of the A bomb site, Woxic is still, no one inside of the A bomb site looking long. Woxic is still forced to hold Speedway, so he's not going to be available on like an instant rotation here. And this means Carrigan, he's got to hold the line because this push looks like it's going to come on through. Woxic has begun to rotate round, and now he meets up with Carrigan and CT. Nice. Bit of damage done, but still no kills. And CT control taken here by Complexity. Woxic in this smoke, and he's trying to play around with it, but to no avail. Bomb plant found, and a 4-on-3 in the post plant. Poison. There we go. He does get it eventually. I don't really know how, but he does.
He just taps Harry and hits both shots, and then he just bursts and finishes off the job. Like, Complexity go 4-0 up. And I think it's good to see them feeling confident on Inferno. Throwing it in late, finding nothing. Complexity want that A site, and they will flash their way through middle.
Oh, and Woxic blinded off the angle, not able to connect a shot. Now has to just go through the motions. Backs up to Arch. He goes through each and every little firing position. He'll take a shot here, and now likely fall back and just hold down this angle. He's going to move into Library to keep an eye on long. Top mid control taken for Complexity, and you can see how resistant Mousesports are to the idea of rotating, right? Just because so many of these rounds have opened up with a bit of mid control taken by Complexity and then falling back into a B play, but that's not looking like the case this time around. There's no one holding on to Banana, and ropz is going to spot the armada of Complexity players over its short side, but it might not matter. The site's already fallen. It's a 4-on-3. Once again, the man advantage for Complexity. And it might just have to be another save call for Mousesports. The old, like, kind of jokey name for these guys on Inferno was Save Sports, because
Movie Star Riders, Contact, OG, they got 16-2'd by. So, drop around on this D side, and they have no plans of doing that now.
Oh, that nade does a lot of damage into top mid, but ropz is going to get out of there. He's kind of realized what's coming his way, and Complexity, they have really kicked this round up a notch. Now, in amongst all of this, Woxic's got aggressive into the apartment. Frozen's pushed down the bottom of mid, so Mousesports, they know what's going on. They know what's coming their way, but it's not helped them in the grand scheme. Thankfully, that kill from Woxic and the follow-up has now put it in their advantage, and Mousesports might be about to get their first round here and now. Blame F in the clutch, and he's not able to find Woxic. Man, like, Woxic was always a great AWPer, you know. I absolutely love that he's found success in international lineups towards, like, this stage of his career. And Carrigan going aggressive down through mid in this round. Actually only good for one. I thought he was going to chain together a little bit more, but somehow Config is just doing a great job of overstaying his welcome down here at Banana. Now there is Chris J hidden close, but Chris J is trapped by that. Oh my goodness! Config only had 2 shots left in the AK, and he puts up the kill. I don't know, man. I wouldn't want to go anywhere near him right now. Config is in scary CS mode. We haven't seen this from him in a while. Look, he's looking for even more. Woxic, don't go around the corner. Please, I beg of you. Config's not in the mood to miss right now. He's on 3, and this 4th has just been delivered to him. On for the ace. ropz is going to go save, so probably not going to give it over.
This is in regulation, I'm pretty sure. And then Config did 47 on him hitting that second shot.
Yeah. It was getting worrying. oBo and Rush and the rest of the gang, though. It's not B. That's not where they're looking to end up. Config was nothing more than a walking, talking, fragging decoy. And boy, now the rootin' tootin' shooting cowboys over at the A bomb site for Mousesports. A bomb site. Now Carrigan has already arrived, so he's back in. And alongside him is Frozen. This is because they've set up Woxic with the AWP at Banana. It allows for this 4-man stack. Now, will these 4 players be ready for the sheer speed the Complexity are dishing out in this round, because they are already in the pit. They are hidden in this wall of smokes. This is such a confusing round, but somehow, some way, Mouse are looking to come out on top. Now, whether or not it's going to stay that way, we've got to wait and see, but ropz certainly seems to think so. He's left it all on to blameF. 1v3, feeling a little bit closer now. Now, Complexity were kind of blowing Mousesports out of the water early on. The Mousesports, they've righted their wrongs, and now they move into this T side. They're looking to get back into this game.
Yeah, Blame's been dinked immediately on B. Config is hanging around. He's still here, and there's more utility for Mousesports on this pistol, much as there was on the CT side. This time, at least 2 Kevlar players. Cole have 2 more on B, and Mousesports, they're going for it. They're committing. Smoke's landing. Could use the same one that Cole used against them on the wall side. blameF dropping 1 though. oBo here as well. Can't connect a couple of shots. The smoke is providing a bit of cover for Mousesports as they fire on through it, hitting the shots and pushing Blame to the back of the bomb site. This is falling apart for Cole. Blame needs to stay alive, but that P250 is lethal, and ropz makes good work with it. Rush on his own, been spotted. Plant can come through, and Mousesports at this point, it's a guaranteed round.
Yeah, so this game going to get even closer here with 7 now on the board for Mouse and a pistol going their way. They can look to build upon this to try and tie things up here in the second half. They deal with Rush at the very, very end.
A lot of trouble, even though they are a man down. Like, these are the ones, the BXX with Cole don't have a stack and they're giving you the site. These are the ones Mousesports need to win.
Oh, and this Molotov has already done a great job of denying this B play. It's cut the offensive in half, and everyone's just hung out to dry at Banana. blameF looked like he was going to get flashed through there, but actually gets whited by his teammate, falls back, and just sets up for the retake. Now, I say retake, that's implying this bomb was ever going to get planted. However, woxic took it back to Banana and tries to cross now that that smoke has faded. ropz not even given a bomb plant in this one. And a 1v4 with 15 seconds left feels too good to be true, and that's because it probably is. ropz might just want to think about going down at this point, because he's running the risk of dying after time. Complexity are just holding, knowing that they don't have to peek yet. They swing on him, they give him that 1 kill, they're trying to get it. Mid-area. But it's taken a lot of the momentum out of this round. They lose one of their smokes, they lose the utility that woxic had in a round that Mousesports didn't have everything in. You look at what they've gained for it. Well, they're very much relying on just winning these fights straight up, and blameF and Rush, they're doing a good job of holding this back right now. blameF not moving, and a second kill found leaves all the pressure onto ropz in a 1v3.
Yeah, and I don't think he realizes he's killed everyone short side. He was looking at short for a second there. Sports might want to recruit him. They need some answers right now. 15 rounds for Cole, looking to take us to Dust 2, push us over the line. Good spray from Blame, but they actually finds nothing. The bullets were there. Mousesports were hiding, flashed out. They will push again off the back of a flash, blinding Cole, but still losing their life, still losing the fight, and still losing the map. Didn't really work.
Yeah, it didn't. I don't know. That's pretty much all it is. I'm not assigning anything to it that it wasn't. Let's go. Up through short for Mouse. We'll lead the defuse kit in the back of our minds. A nice tag on a config. And Frozen deals with him at ramp. oBo now at long. Tapping down. And ooh, that's a nice kill on a Frozen. Okay. Oh, and a follow-up as well from oBo. All right, so now it's in... Oh, okay, oBo, on for the ace now. Of course, in the blink of an eye, he's gone from none to 4. From 0 to hero in this round. And it's only Carrigan left. He's flashed off the angle. The bomb is planted for him. But this should be an impossible clutch. And it's oBo with the ace. Early kind of litmus test of this cat play from Mousesports in this game. 30 seconds left as they try and get into the site. Molly gonna force a man out from the ramp position, but it's actually Poison with his scout at long to deal with Carrigan as he moves into the site. And Poison's getting away with even more damage. A bomb plant will get found here for Mouse at the very, very least. But this scout has already done more than enough, and Poison is continuing to lay down the pain. Config comes in because he doesn't want anyone to forget about him while Poison's popping off like this, and this leaves ropz all alone. This is an undoable round. He knows it. We know it. He's backing out, and the defusers come in for Complexity.
Mousesports look to flash out into long. There it goes, and here come the T's. Rush might need some support after all. The AWP is going to move in to try and take a shot, but a boost up for Mousesports above the blue. Flash up. Poison mollies, but still Rush hasn't gone for a full fight nor peek. The grenade should get some damage, but nothing significant. And this is a great angle to watch Pit. woxix even dropped Flame, and Rush is trying to get aggressive. He will land that kill. Poison covering as well as drop the T-Orper, and somehow, some way, Complexity not only get control back of Long, but get the bomb dropped to their feet. That kill would make every difference, but Chris will survive. Missed shot from Poison, and that's given Mousesports a way back into this round. Look at Carrigan.
Yeah, Carrigan being so deep within the site, that's a bit of a question mark. Not something that Complexity really know about. Oh, there we go. Carrigan has it under control, but now he's really got to have it under control. You know, you've kind of like tamed the beast a little bit. It's trusting you, but can you get oBo on side in this 1v1? He's 6-0 on the board, and he's looking to go Bames John, 7-0 if he gets this clutch. Looking for Carrigan, who's hidden at Goose, and oBo has seen him. He knows what's going on, and oBo is going to tap Carrigan out of the round. Defuse for Complexity locked on in as this clutch goes their way. Remember, that was a 2-on-3 for Complexity. Once that bomb looked to get in through Long. So oBo winning.
Mobile for Poison. Unfortunately, he's away from the car right now, so if Mouse commit Cat, then he can't really have much to say into it. ropz is close in B, but not committing on his own. Mouse is going to go fast into this site. Poison's already made it, though. They are close in CT. He doesn't realize he's been tagged down. It's a wide swing from Flame, and Carrigan and Frozen combined for 2 kills. Bomb thrown on the site. Big play by Carrigan. The grenade will finish off the job, though, and he walks right into it. 3-on-2 for the retake, but no kid available. The problems just keep appearing for Complexity, and with a man down lower, they've got to deal with him as well. ropz waiting in the wings with one. Config trades, and that's going to be a retake now up against Frozen on just 10 health.
Oh, and the flash is good. They know he's here. They know he's at ramp. Frozen, can he offer anything up? Swings wide, but in doing so, into the double peak of Config and oBo. Defuse found for Complexity, 6 now on the board, and this CT side, you know, it feels like every time Mousesports put a round up on the board, there is an immediate response from Complexity.
And I don't blame him, but grenades to follow. Keeping Mousesports back will be him and Rush combining for a kill. Blame is here as well. Feels like everywhere Mousesports go, there's 3 Complexity players ready to fight. The re-smoke down, Mousesports are denied that passage, at least for the time being. Gonna wait for the right time to strike. Carrigan's picked up a smoke from the body of Frozen. He's gonna head elsewhere, looking for this mid to B. Take a note of ropz. He's actually out the doors already in that cubby close to middle, so already ahead of the curve perhaps, but Complexity are watching for this from the B doors.
Oh, and they are just getting churned up. oBo at the B doors laying down the pain. Does get a Tech-9 pressuring him close. And the rest of the gang are smoked off in mid, but the B players are holding their ground, at least right now. A bomb plant is available to ropz at a bare minimum, and that's something for Mousesports to work with. He's retrieved an M4. I don't think it's got any ammo left in it, so he's got to get this done with the Deagle, and he does find the first man in. He's just checked, and yeah, it's empty. Another for ropz, and the Deagle might be all it takes. ropz! What in good name is that? About the emotions and how happy, how hyped everyone on Mouse sounded when they were playing Astralis back at Pro League Finals Season 10. I think it was semi-finals, third map, Dust 2. And there was so much hype around this team. They were reaching new heights, heights that with this squad, they hadn't reached before at the time. And to see them now looking fragile, it doesn't feel right, doesn't sit right with me. And here on Dust, maybe that little clip from ropz in the last round, maybe that's reinvigorated Mousesports. Let's see. They're setting up over here outside of A. They're trying to get across with the smokes down. And shots start to rain on through for either side. And it's ropz to find the kill. Offering up a little bit more damage. But now the Deagle of Rush. All right, come on then. Another D-ground. Let's get it. He puts up 3. Can oBo finish off what Rush has started? We're down to this 1v2 clutch. The bomb dropped at ramp. oBo coming in from long. And woxix, he's having a pivot between Cart and Crossroads, and he is...
Yeah, I mean, if we look at some of the scalps that Call have taken down recently online in Europe, you know, I think it's actually really impressive considering how far this team has come in the few months that it's been here. You know, beating Sprout, Endpoint, Secret, Big, Nordovin, some decent teams in the European region. Of course, teams that you would expect Cole to beat, but you know they've certainly had their problems when they first moved here in Europe at winning those series. And right now, while Complexity showing up on the big stages, flanks or securing the site to allow for the rotation of the bomb. Lots of effect from ropz's positioning in this game. He's going to throw his fake B smoke, go down lower, try and assist his team in other ways. What that smoke has done is immediately drawn a rotation. Not only have they given up long to fight for catwalk, but Config has come towards middle, and so they might need to reconsider that one. A molly thrown from long. Config knows they could be close with the time that he's peeled away, and he's been peeled away for ropz's benefit, but that timing is unfortunate. Poison pushes as ropz looks to go in on that backstab, and now Mousesports are reduced to 2.
Yeah, they waited all round for ropz to find anything with that flank, and he doesn't. So this gets part. There's about 75 meters on this one. And oBo out through long. Gets in there first.
Yeah, Complexity want to get out in front of this one, and they think they can do it at long A. They're going to be here in numbers as well. You can tell by the defense here, split for Mousesports. They're all over the place in terms of 3 on the A site. So Chris J, he's going to have that first point of contact out long A, and that's going to make things interesting. ropz gets absolutely smashed as the car, and it's only time tells. It takes down Chris J as well. Now we've got a bigger problem on our hands. Mousesports already find themselves down 9-6, but this looks like a bomb plant. Big grenade from Kerrigan. Touchdown even. Kobe Bryant in the house. And of course, 3v2. Blame F and Rush just trying to get this bomb planted, Harry.
Yeah, Kerrigan is still a nuisance, still hidden in the elevator, and he's trying to ride this one all the way to the top. It's Kerrigan looking for the last man at long, Blame F all alone, and he's getting pressured, he's getting shut down.
If the rest of Mousesports, who are armed well, can put a stop to it. Here, Cole, go. Kerrigan's watching from the long side. Cole, they're not going to drop into spawn. They're just going to fully commit to this cat cross, and the smoke's actually cut out woxic. He's close to the scout. This is not where you want to be, because he's likely not going to be able to get more than 1 from this position before the trade comes in. Plant available. Missed shot. woxic running out of chances, and Rush will remove him from the round.
So if you remember, back on Inferno, this is what happened. The Force was stolen away by Complexity. And here, on Dust 2, you don't believe your eyes, but the Force Spy has been stolen away by Complexity. They get a bomb plant, they win it out, they go 10-7 up now. I'll recognize it. Don't know why you wouldn't be able to. It still looks pretty much the same as it always has.
Out long. Kerrigan, here is your time, and he's hit the shot. He's at least provided 1 here. Does anyone have a flash to bail him out? woxic is the closest point and no util available. So Kerrigan, you're on your own, buddy. You're on an island. You're stuck in the pit. And Poison has the cross covered. He's going to try and kill Config here. He knows he's behind blue. Kerrigan not wanting to rush, drops back in the pit. Config takes him down, and now this scout might come and peek the AWP. That would be a big mistake. Config might bring the fight to him instead. Quick Molotov over the top. There's the AWP. Hits the tag. woxic getting chased, and he won't escape. Not this time. Not alive. Poison moving up towards A, and Complexity. The full entourage of T's, 3 of them, trying to take this site.
Oh, and it's Config to open up. Man advantage taken now for Complexity, and Blame F even removing Chris J. ropz left in a 1v4, and he's looking like he wants to save, but at this point, you know, you're saving 1 M4 up against 14 rounds for Complexity in a buy round that would be your last if you're Mousesports. There is no room for error at this point in time, and Complexity, they're not making any. Blame F is even ready and waiting in T's at once. That's worse than just one problem.
Yeah, double the problem and half the solution, Harry. They also have no time to deal with it. This is a maths problem, and Mousesports, I don't know if they brought their calculators. Quick kills out long. woxic, he's still here, but so with the scope of Poison. Oh, a missed shot. woxic, he is on a timer, and Poison, he'll turn the clock off. Quickly deals with him. 4 on 2 as Complexity move up towards this A site. This long position has been so good for them in this game. Mousesports have not stopped it once. ropz is here. He's behind the smoke. He can go through. Config's looking deep past it, and ropz has a window. ropz has a gap. No one's watching this, and ropz could shut down this entire round on his own.
Ooh, ropz, come on, man, let's get it. 1v4, and he's opened up with 1. They've left the bomb. They've left the bomb. Oh no, ropz is sticking it. They jump up, but the shots are missing. ropz has got the defuse, and no one gets him off of it in time. Taken up, which I don't think is going to be the reality at all. But even in a worst case, I feel like as long as you're still doing damage, you can just long this game out, right? You've got the cash. It's going to be a grind for Mousesports. Let's see if they're up to the challenge. Frozen flashed in, but not able to get a kill. This A site now belongs to Complexity. Once again, it's Mouse tasked with a retake up against overwhelming odds. And oBo, making matters even worse, single-handedly lays down the paint, even drops config. So he's on 3 kills in this round, but only 2 of them on the enemy. ropz does get taken care of, and this was looking like maybe Mousesports could have found something, but now it falls onto Chris J alone with the deagle, attempts the jump shot now. oBo, 4 kills in the round, 3 of them onto Mousesports.
Playing very tight, Poison's Orb never giving Woxic a way in on that car position, pretty much didn't move away from there in the entire first half. So the situation Mousesports have been in has certainly been a hard one, but that's thanks to Complexity's powerful work. And right now they're looking to power through this map to finish it off. Fast play through middle. That molly will deny Woxic's re-entry past the smoke. They've got to go B. Chris is here. Quick trade, config with a kill. One more man in the site, not for long. oBo's dropped him from the tunnel side, and now it is just a bomb part for Complexity. Mousesports 3 up, trying to play, trying to fight for survival.
Yeah, they do deal with Blame F down in mid, and they spot oBo in the lower tunnels. 2 players now for Complexity getting caught trying to retreat into safer angles. Poison missed flick and doesn't connect it the second time around. It falls onto config, but he's closed in the doors. And now config on Frozen, 1v1, time ticking away, and it's